Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm back, guys, and this time I'm outside with the masses. I did a bit of shopping today, a little bit of retail therapy, and I went to Cafe Nero. They have a new iced blueberry muffin matcha that's out, and let me tell you, it is so nice. Alhamdulillah, it is so good, so refreshing for this heat, which we don't have in the UK often. But while I was in the cafe, I was just pondering, writing some notes about a sentence, a model that I'm trying to really meticulously implement in my life. And it's basically is until death all defeat is psychological. Let me say that again. Until death, all defeat is psychological. Now, I thought this sentence was very harsh at the first. Oh my god, I can't speak. But I thought this sentence was very harsh at first, but when I sat with it and pondered more about it, I realized that it wasn't really talking about failure. It was more in giving hope. This sentence was about hope. And yeah, I don't know, it made me feel a bit weird. Obviously, you shouldn't judge something by its cover, but I think we think defeat is it looks like failing the exam. For me, like gaining weight, being rejected, or friendship breakups. I feel like sometimes when I lose friends, I feel like it's a failure of me because I feel like some friends I've had for so long and we're not friends anymore. It's like I've lost an extension of myself. And not only am I failing them, but I'm failing me because we can't make amends. But then I realized you have to just let it be or even like feeling behind everybody else, falling behind everyone else. You know, I took 2 gap years. Everyone in my year group right now is graduating and living life and going on holiday and doing everything they should be in their early 20s. And I'm at university and I don't have money to go abroad and I don't have money to do the crazy things that all the people I know are doing in their 20s. So it's so easy to feel behind, even though I'm so grateful for where I am. But it's so easy to get caught up in feeling behind and everything. I hope you guys can hear me, to be honest. Uh, but I feel like we forget these things don't make us defeated. They make us human. Because if we were perfect, we wouldn't be human. Failure is something that happens, and defeat is something that we accept. And I think the mind gives up before the body does. Most people don't stop because they physically can't continue. It's because they stop because they convince themselves that if they continue, the result will be the same. Continuing wouldn't matter. And somewhere along the way, I think we all believe that change is possible. We stop believing that we can change or change in a certain way. And I felt that too, whether it's like, you know, trying to become healthier, trying to lose that 15 kg that I've been trying to lose for the past 3 years, whether it's becoming consistent with my salah, whether it's trying to build something on YouTube. And sometimes the hardest battle isn't with life. It's, for me, it's the voice that says, what's the point? Like, why am I doing this? What is the point anymore? I can't see anything happening with this. I can't see anything going with this. The result is not coming as fast as I want it, and we give up. But you gotta remember. Sorry, I just saw my finger go like that. But I have notes. I made notes. I made notes. But you gotta remember that we're so used to success after it's happened, and we forget what it looked like while we were still becoming what we wanted to be. Nobody celebrates day 5. Nobody celebrates day 100. Nobody celebrates day 365. Nobody celebrates the quiet mornings, the mornings where you woke up at 4 a.m. for Fajr in the first time in a long time, where you poured out your heart on that prayer mat. Nobody sees that. Nobody sees the prayers you made for other people, not just for yourself, but for them. And nobody notices the walk you force yourself to go out on when you just wanted to stay in bed all day because that's what your mental state was. And it's insane. I think the moves you make in silence are the hardest moves you will ever make because you want to tell everyone you're struggling. You want to tell everyone what you're doing at this moment of time. You want to share because we're humans. You know, we love to communicate. We love the herd mentality. We love to be around people. You know, it's scientifically improved that the longer we're around people, the longer we have chance, at living a longer life. And until death, all defeat is psychological. It makes so much sense to me. I'm sorry, it's really noisy. Okay, I think it's a bit more quieter now, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, until death, all defeat is psychological because as long as you're alive, there's still a decision to make. Another prayer to pray, another sunrise to see, another chance to make amends or to apologize, and another opportunity to become. You haven't lost because you failed. You will only lose when you decide your story is over. And while you're still here, do everything you can. Because at the end of the day, this motto that I'm trying to implement in my life, I realize it asks me something. It's telling me life still asks something of me. Life still is asking something of us. So maybe defeat isn't failing. Maybe defeat is refusing to stand up again. Maybe it's basically telling us that the moment you give up, that's when you have gave up, and not on yourself, but for everyone around you. Because why have you given up when you can actually try again? Because when you're dead and 6 feet under, you can't make amends. You can't go pray that salah. You can't go out with your friends. You can't go and do that opportunity you wanted to do. The more time you wait, the more time you waste, the longer and the more regrets you will have in this life. And if you're listening to this, maybe today standing up again is enough. I don't know. I feel like I got very emotional about this. This because I feel like I'm really emotional about this because I feel like as long as God has written another sunrise for you, your story isn't finished. And I've been trying to tell myself that. I've been telling myself as long as I get up for tomorrow is all gonna be okay and it's gonna work out, and have some faith in not only yourself but in everybody else around you, because we got to think in abundance. The more time you think the world is a miserable place, the more likely you're going to be miserable. The more likely you see the world as sunshine and rainbows, it makes life easier. And I'm not saying being ignorant on geopolitics. I'm not saying being ignorant or anything. I'm saying be grateful. Be grateful you got a reason to breathe one more breath. Breathe. Be grateful your eyes can blink every second. Be grateful for the things that you have, because not everyone has this. And believing you can't change and deciding your story over and letting these temporary setbacks define me and you, it just says a lot. It says that we haven't grown. It says that we are not doing enough for ourselves. Be selfish and live your life, because you got one more day, you got one more hour, and every second counts. So until death, all defeat is psychological, because Nothing is inevitable. The only thing that is inevitable in life is death. So why are you fearing? Why do you fear living? Why do you fear living? But yeah, this is a really, I don't know how I feel about this episode or this diary entry, but I hope you all can resonate with it. And like and subscribe and help a girl out in university. But yeah, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And I see you in the next entry if you come back. But yeah, love you.